So we'll get started. I want to welcome you all. Appreciate you guys taking your time out tonight to join us on the call. I know everyone has busy lives, and we will do our best to make sure we're, short and sweet and to the point. We won't take up too much of your time tonight. Make sure we give you really quality information and lots of great stories about how TruHemp has helped to improve. I know I'll talk about specifically my life and a few other people that I know I've helped learn how to use the product. I know CBD can be a little bit of an overwhelming concept when we first get started. So we're hoping and planning to help you guys wade through that tonight, so you'll be informed and understand exactly what high quality CBD product is and get you comfortable with why TruHemp is a great choice. We have lots of exciting stuff to share with everybody. I'm sure the person that invited you here, if they couldn't get on the phone with you tonight, it's great to follow up with them when we're all done, so that you can have a chance to hear their story and how it's really improved their life. And they can also help you get started with your product if you decide to join us. We're going to get started in a few minutes. You can see our webinar is starting to fill up. So thank you all for attending. I know for those of us in the Pacific time zone here, it's finishing up dinner. I know my little ones are with Daddy in the bath right now. So it's a busy time, and we appreciate you taking that time out to be here. Those of us in Hawaii and the back east folks are up a little late tonight. So we appreciate your commitment. It's hard to make a time that works perfect for everybody. So thank you all for attending. And we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a minute here. So I think tonight, while people are kind of just getting settled in, I'm going to start with my story. I have a 14-year-old son who has ADHD, and I started researching CBD specifically for ADHD because I'd heard so many testimonials in my Facebook mommy groups for people that have kids with ADHD. I heard so many awesome testimonials about CBD. And as I was researching it and kind of going through my journey, I started experiencing really bad sciatica pain. I don't know if anyone else has had sciatica pain. It is not fun. On top of it, I am a 45-year-old mama to little ones. So I have my 14-year-old and my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old. So at the time, my 2-year-old, she's about 12 months, 15 months old when the sciatica started, and she was a non-walker. So I had a 20-pound non-walker that I'd have to scoop up off the floor whenever she needed something or we needed to move or do something. And when my leg would have that shooting pain running down from my hind side all the way down to my knee, it was like startling, and it would really stop me from almost dropping her. It was really scary. And I'm somebody who just my own personal belief is that I try and live as healthy of a lifestyle as I can in terms of toxins and all that kind of stuff. I try and reduce them. I'm not 100%. I don't claim to be, but what I can manage to avoid medications and whatnot, I try to do that. So I sought out the chiropractor and the physical therapist, trying to do everything to avoid going to the doctor and getting some kind of pain medication for my leg, because I'm like thinking I'm too young for this. I've got 2 little kids who need me present, and I just didn't want to deal with the pharmaceutical pain medications that we've all had friends and family that have dealt with that, and it's not fun. So I decided to try all the alternative methods, and none of them worked. They were not working. And I went to lunch with a friend, and she's like, "Have you tried CBD oil?" And I was like, no. And I'm like, my brain is firing off like, hello, you've been researching it for your son. Why are you not using it for yourself? So I immediately purchased on the spot. She had a bottle of 500 milligrams CBD on her, and she hands it to me. And I purchased it from her. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to try this. And I have to admit that I had some negative stigma around the concept of CBD because it's a cannabis product, and I'm a mom, I'm a responsible person, and what if this gets me high? And I had all of those fears, basically. I was afraid. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. But I was very hesitant at first. And with CBD, one of the key pieces that you want to make sure you do is start low and slow with it. You don't want to just jump to the highest dose, or you got to give your body time to adjust. So I took the starter dose, which is basically 8 milligrams. So I take that for 3 or 4 days, and I didn't notice the difference yet. And I thought, oh, okay, it's not working. And the sciatica continued, so I went back to the bottle and I doubled the dose, and I took 16 milligrams. And 3 days later, the sciatica pain is gone. It was completely gone. It's never come back. I got the quality of life back with my young children that I needed and wanted so badly. I didn't have to take any pharmaceutical medication. And after about 6 or 8 weeks of taking the CBD, not only did the sciatica go away, but the big knot in my upper thigh that was there that probably was inflamed, it was completely gone. So it was a wonderful start to my journey with CBD. It really opened my eyes to how many people it could help. And it's what has made me so passionate about CBD, what it can do, and sharing it with others. So now that you guys have heard a little bit about my story, I'm going to jump into the presentation about TruHemp, and we'll get more involved with get more information about CBD. So so I like to always start out with this great graphic that shows you all the different things that CBD can help you with. It is not an exhaustive list, but I think we all can find something on here that means something to you or somebody that you love. So I think it's a great quick overview. And I always like to ask the simple question is, the things to ask yourself is, how would it feel if you were able to improve your life and live pain-free or have no migraines, able to sleep through the night? For me, especially, a side benefit is I have so much more energy. I focus on concentration. What if you were no longer feeling depressed or anxious, no longer felt stressed out? If you could end your discomfort with IBS? Obviously the question list can go on, but those are the ones that I think most of us can find something on that list that resonates with us. And then a wonderful benefit of CBD is the possibility that you can reduce or eliminate prescription medications altogether. So I ask everyone to just take a moment to ask yourself, how would it feel if you were able to make these kinds of improvements in your life? Well, cannabidiol, which is CBD, is a solution. And I want to talk a little bit about that solution. So CBD is found in the hemp plant or marijuana plant. It's at least one of more than 100 different cannabinoids found in cannabis and industrial hemp. So what that means is that you need to make sure you want a bottle that's got all of those 100 plus cannabinoids in it. There are some really big, my presentation is not forwarding. There we go. Okay. So Cash Hyde is an example of a 20-month-old child that had a brain tumor whose parents, without talking to the doctors, gave their child CBD, and he was told that he was only going to live a few days. He was dealing with his body was shutting down from the amount of medication that he was on for his pain, and he lived another couple years afterwards, and his cancer only came back when it was hard for the family to be able to get him his CBD. So he is a definite miracle and a big case study in the CBD world. And then we have Charlotte Fiji, who she was experiencing hundreds of seizures daily and was experiencing grand mal seizures. And her story, when she was taking CBD, it reduced her seizure so that she was actually able to live a much normal life. And so those two stories are really big in the industry and helped really set the stage for getting the attention that CBD has gotten over the years. And like I talked about with my personal story, we have that concept of marijuana. And I definitely had the stigma in my head that at first when I got started, I was nervous to take it because it's marijuana and I might get high. And although the plants are actually the same genus and species, Marijuana is quite different. It's grown differently. It tends to be grown in indoor environments under very strict controls where they're trying to really maximize the growth of the bud and the flower, which has the most amount of THC in it. And that's what they use when they sell like medical marijuana or recreational marijuana. Hemp, on the other hand, you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, it's much taller in stature. The buds and flowers are far fewer of them. They're still there, but they're not as prevalent. And it's grown for the yield of a nice big plant. So they're grown very differently, handled very differently. And the result of when you extract the CBD, you get very different products. So hemp is naturally 0.3% THC, where marijuana can be up to 30% THC. So they're very different in their amount of THC in the product. So what we like to say when we talk about hemp is that THC is the psychoactive chemical, and although it's present in both, you're not going to get high from using a hemp-based CBD product. And of course, TruHemp is a hemp-based CBD product. So you were not going to get high taking CBD on a regular basis as long as it's hemp-based. So a couple important facts when we talk about CBD. One of the things that people love is the fact that they can decrease their dependency on medication. I have a dear friend who is taking 2,400 milligrams a day of ibuprofen, and she has been able to use the CBD to reduce it to almost none. She takes it if she's having a bad day. She feels great most of the time. And that's a wonderful testament to what CBD can do for people. You can see people who suffer from insomnia and depression. We have 42% of those people stop using the traditional medications that have all those added chemicals and oftentimes negative side effects. With anxiety and joint pain, you're seeing 80% of users that are finding CBD products to be effective in their treatment. And it is medically shown to be 20 times stronger than aspirin and 2 times stronger than hydrocortisone at reducing inflammation. So my sciatica story is a testament to anti-inflammation, excuse me. So I think we all love the benefits that this can provide us. With the stigma that is around, cannabis-based products, it's important to recognize that Dr. Nora Volkow, she's the director of the National Institute of Drug Abuse. She has made a public statement that there are no addictive side effects to CBD, and that it has been shown that there are therapeutic applications for various medical conditions. So this is good news from an important, well-respected medical professional. What you're also finding is everyone's talking about CBD, right? You see it on CNN, you're seeing it on Dr. Oz as well as Dr. Gupta, all talking about how CBD is beneficial and it's something we should be looking at closer. That was mentioned on Larry King Live Now when he interviewed Dr. Oz. So I think we've seen a lot of changes. You'll find CBD kind of all over the place. The important thing is knowing your source of where you're getting the CBD to make sure you're really getting what you think you're getting and that you're getting the best products available to you so that you can get the results that you're looking for. We now are seeing that with the Farm Bill of 2000, I believe it was 18, the 2018 Farm Bill made hemp-based CBD legal in all 50 states. So that is a fantastic change. It allows us to ship it nationwide. TruHemp will ship anywhere in the world where it's legal. We don't have any issues with that. So that is a huge game changer for all of us to be able to get good quality CBD products. I already shared my experience with ADHD being a big reason why I got interested in researching it. And you can see there's 6.1 million children who are diagnosed with ADHD between the ages of 3 and 17 in this country alone. That's a lot of children that can be benefited. And one of the big issues with ADHD is the medication that the kids have to take that are stimulants. They're super they have a lot of side effects to them. Like they come down really hard from them. Um, and they're actually triplicate. Many of them are triplicate prescription drugs that the government tracks because they can be addictive to other people. So these are drugs that people don't really want to put their young children on, that also can impact the liver when you're taking them every day for many, many years. So in the ADHD world, that touches my heart, and I'm sure many of you as well out there, it's important that, there are other natural options that are available to you. Cancer is an area, like with Cash Hyde's story. Many of us have been touched by cancer. I know when my stepdad went through cancer 5 years ago, I didn't know anything about CBD. And if I had known about it back then when he was dealing with it, if it could have extended his life, that would have been amazing. I miss him a ton. But on top of it, if it could have just made him more comfortable, he was going through his treatments, that would have been a nice benefit as well. Anti-anxiety medications and depression medications are on the rise in this country. We have 4.8 million Americans that are taking these medications. And you can see this little pie chart on the side, you can see the number of adverse reactions that come with these medications. I don't think we want to feel less anxious to also end up having suicidal ideations. That doesn't sound like a good mix. Or having insomnia where you're up all night dealing with, lack of sleep. So all of these different side effects can be eliminated if you're able to take the CBD in place of those medications. Now, I just want to briefly mention to everybody, when you're dealing with medications, you'll definitely want to double check there's very few, but there are a handful of medications that can have a drug interaction. So you want to do your research and talk to your doctor. You also want to make sure you are careful if you wanted to work to get off your medications, and again, work with your doctor and your pharmacist. But it is quite possible to have those kinds of things happen. Fibromyalgia is another area with autoimmune diseases. Fibromyalgia is, kind of an inflammation style disorder that makes people very uncomfortable. They deal with a lot of pain, and the CBD is able to come in and really help with the inflammation. So we have a lot of different areas that CBD is able to help with. And one of the things that we're going to spend a couple minutes talking about is how CBD is able to help with so many different kinds of things. Like, how is that possible? I know I had that question when I was researching it. This just doesn't make any sense to me. But before we move into that, I want you guys to understand that the medical industry has identified what's called a clinical endocannabinoid deficiency. An endocannabinoid is basically our CBD. We have a system in our body that makes cannabinoids. And a lot of times when we're having problems, it's because our body doesn't have enough CBD made on its own, and we just need to supplement. And that's where CBD products can come in to help supplement your body with the extra CBD that your body isn't making on its own. So when you have a deficiency in something, like let's talk about a diabetic. If a diabetic has an insulin deficiency, they supplement with insulin and it helps them to regulate their blood sugars. If you have an endocannabinoid deficiency, you are going to take a supplement of your phytocannabinoids, the TruHemp CBD, and it's going to help give your body what it needs so that you're no longer deficient in CBD. So we're going to talk a little bit more about how CBD works. So we have an endocannabinoid system, which is basically, think of like this picture over on the right. You have the whole body, and those dots are little receptors. And I think of those, the receptors are two different types. There's CB1 that's found on the brain and the nervous system, and there's CB2 that's found all over the organs. So you can see that little picture of the guy over here and all of those little dots. And what the CBD is actually doing is helping to bring your cells into balance. So I think of all of those little dots, those receptors, as a Pac-Man, the game Pac-Man, the video game. And that Pac-Man, instead of gobbling up little blinking dots, he's going to gobble up those little CBD bits that it needs. So as the CBD is in your bloodstream, he's going to gobble those up, and he's only going to take the ones that your body needs. So you got to make sure what's in your product is everything, so that the receptors, the Pac-Man, can choose the ones that he needs so he can feel better. And how he's going to feel better, imagine him standing on a tightrope. So you have Pac-Man standing on a tightrope, and if he can't get the CBD that he needs, he's going to wobble and fall off. But he can stay nice and steady on that tightrope as long as he has the CBD that he needs. And that was what I had to really get comfortable with, the concept. I didn't understand how it can help with so many things, but with all of these dots all over the human body, which are the Pac-Mans, if somebody's having a problem with anxiety and depression, their Pac-Mans up here are not able to, they don't have enough CBD, they're wobbling and they can't stay steady on their tightrope, they fall off. As soon as you give them that, they calm down, they get nice and balanced, and now you don't feel so anxious anymore. And that's kind of how it's working. So one plant can have many, many benefits and offer very few, if any, side effects. The thing we have to recognize is that our endocannabinoid system is active in all of us all the time. It promotes health and balance to our body, and that system is present throughout our entire body. And so that's how it helps with all different kinds of disorders that we have. Your body should be making cannabinoids all the time, but sometimes just cannot make enough. So a couple times I've mentioned so far the importance of those Pac-Mans being able to grab the type of CBD that it needs. So we have over 100 different cannabinoids in the plant. The term CBD cannabidiol is just one of them. Your body might need CBD, or it might need a different kind. Number 100 is the one that it needs. The quality of what CBD is, or the quality of the CBD, matters because you want the bottle that has everything in it. So the term full spectrum means that it's the entire plant. It's the root tip to leaf tip, everything in between, the buds, the flowers, all of the cannabinoids are present in that bottle, including THC. So THC is the mechanism that's going to get you high if you were using marijuana, but it's also a primer on those receptors. So you do want a small amount of THC in your bottle, nothing that's going to alter you so that you can't concentrate or drive or take care of your kids, but enough so that Pac-Man knows he should be looking for those, for the CBD that he needs. You want organically grown CBD, so we always recommend organic USDA farms, which of course TruHemp checks all the boxes on this slide here. And the reason you need organically grown CBD is because your body, the plant is a bioaccumulator. You don't want all those toxins in there that end up in your bottle that also end up in your body. You want a product that is whole plant extraction process, where it's using the entire product, the entire plant, and it's extracted using CO2 extraction, where they're just using CO2, which our body exhales CO2. You breathe CO2 out, so it's very safe. And it uses pressure and heat, and that extracts the CBD. So there's no additives. There's another process that's used that puts additives in, and it could put chemicals into the product, as well as a waxy texture that's left behind. You want to make sure that you get a product that is CO2 extraction, which again, TruHemp is in that category. Third-party lab tests are really important. In the CBD world, we are not, this is not a regulated industry, so trusting where your product is coming from and doing the research is super important. I am so thrilled to hear, I just heard last week from Kevin Gantos himself, that our product is going to start labeling a QR code so that when you scan it, you can see the lab results without having to go look them up. They're right there in front of you. And that shows the amazing transparency of our company, making it easy for you to see exactly what it is that you're getting in your bottle. You want stuff that's domestically grown and manufactured. In some countries, the bud and the flower are not legal, and you want those in the product. That offers extra terpenes and trichomes from the plant that have their own benefits, their own therapeutic benefits. And then hemp oil also provides quite a bit of therapeutic value as well. And most companies do not pack their products in hemp oil. You'll find most companies pack in coconut oil and MCTs. So this is what I call like your shopping guide. You want to make sure all the products you're shopping for fit this. And again, we can help you make your shopping experience much easier because our product meets every single one of these important criteria to getting high quality products. So Pac-Man has what he needs to help you feel better. So it's important that it's domestically grown. Our product is grown in Colorado and Kentucky. They everybody that actually operates and works out there is medically diagnosed and using CBD for one thing or another. So it's wonderful to have people who really care about the quality of the product farming your product, and they do everything according to the licensing from the Department of Agriculture in accordance with the U.S. Farm Bill. So very important that things are grown properly and attended to properly. Another thing that sets our company apart, any Shark Tank fans out there? I'm a huge fan of Shark Tank, and if there's one thing I know about Shark Tank is that they are very picky about the companies that they choose to work with. And Kevin Harrington, he was originally a shark with the Shark Tank. I don't think he's doing it anymore, but he's also the CEO and president of As Seen on TV. And he has endorsed our product. So if you know anything about Shark Tank, you know they're incredibly picky about who they work with and who they're going to endorse. That you have to have high quality product and high quality company. And if you don't have that, they're not going to work with you. Well, he found us. We were not actively searching him out. He sought us out, and he looked at over 400 different companies, and he has endorsed TruHemp CBD. And we are now officially endorsed by As Seen on TV, along with George Foreman, The Snuggie, Scrub Daddy, and My Pillow. All very good products that people love, and they're things that it's a huge endorsement. So that's another reason that TruHemp that we set ourselves apart from most of the other companies out there as one of the best CBD companies around. So a little bit about our products. TruHemp has a nice variety of products with more coming out all the time. Our first 3 products on the top are our tinctures. They're the oils, which is sublingual tinctures. You put them underneath your tongue. We have a vape kit. We have CBD capsules, which you just can take orally, almost like a little vitamin. We have 2 different types of pain creams. One is a cream, one is a salve. They're both 1,000 milligrams for a single ounce. They're very, very strong in the amount of CBD they offer. This is I don't know that I've seen other companies have this high of a milligram strength for their pain creams. So this is wonderful. The gummies, chocolate toffees, which taste wonderful. I'll just warn you, don't eat the whole bag at once. They're really, really, really good. And then we have coffee and dog treats, and those are other ways that we can orally take our CBD. We have new products coming out all the time. We have bath bombs also that are not on here. I need to update my slide. And you can see here from the pricing perspective, we have retail price and we have the wholesale member price. So you will find when you're looking and comparing our product to other high quality CBD products that our products are really well competitively priced. And then when you get into the wholesale pricing, you're actually more often than not, you are saving money. So this is a great benefit for becoming a member with TruHemp. Right now, it's only $59.95 to join. It's a phenomenal special that's going on. What do you get with the special? As we all know, the CBD industry is booming. So you can get in and participate in making some money off CBD. You get your own online CBD business, and with that comes an e-commerce website. You can send people to your online store, and they can purchase CBD, and boom, you've just made some money and gotten some piece of that, the cannabis industry. You also can earn up to 100% in those retail commissions. That is absolutely amazing. That the difference in price, you'll see it in the next slide, you get the difference right in your pocket. They have come up with, Kevin Gantis has come up with a phenomenal compensation plan where we're earning bonuses and commissions from our team. As a member, if you're not interested in being a business builder and earning money with it, you as a member, you get lifetime access with wholesale pricing. Who doesn't love that? It's like the Costco. You can buy what you need when you need it. You can have the product delivered to your doorstep every month. You don't have to sell a thing. You can just have the wholesale pricing. You also will receive your first 500 milligram bottle of the full spectrum CBD TruHemp oil. That's an $89 retail value. You're getting that with your membership and your business. Also, an amazing thing is that with this purchase, there is no quotas and no minimums. You can just purchase your bottle every month, and that's fine. It's wonderful. And when you're in the business space, the amazing thing is they do all the fulfillment for us. You do not have to purchase products or store products at home or ship things out. It's all handled through the CBD business, your back office that you're purchasing as a member. So members, the benefits of membership are amazing. There's even more actually. We just don't have time to talk about all of them. But it is a phenomenal program at a phenomenal price. This is normally $199 to join, and it includes some product as well. But this package can't be beat. It's amazing. So I continually thank TruHemp AGS for offering this deal. So as we know, the cannabis industry is continuing to grow. According to Forbes, it's expected to grow 700% by 2020. That's huge. I am enjoying my piece of the cannabis industry, and I love helping other people to be able to grow their own businesses as well. What we like to say is TruHemp CBD is a product everyone needs and an opportunity everybody wants. This is the ground floor of the CBD world. So let's go into a little bit about the earnings. I talked about the retail earnings. This is a couple products that you can see, the 250 milligram, the 500, the 1,000 milligram bottle. And if you were to sell a bottle of the 1,000 milligram bottle to somebody, it retails for $129. You would sell it to your friend, or they can go to your online store and do it. And you don't even have to do a transaction. The bottle costs $69. Boom, you just made $60. So that is, simple math and one way that we can make money with AGS. The second is the ability for us to grow teams and to work on our teams. So it's real simple. You only need to get started, when you become a member, you're able to enroll people. And when you enroll 2 people, you just got a pay increase. You're a team leader. And as your business grows, you have the ability to earn, obviously the amount of money that you can earn is higher as you have a bigger team, and you will benefit from your team members sharing their product with family and friends, and they're enrolling people, and it's a wonderful team experience. We have a lot of fun together, and we really help each other. This kind of phone call you can invite people to, and we can teach people how they can make money as well. So tons of resources to help grow your team. You are not alone. You're going to see lifestyle bonuses to start coming in at the ambassador level. This is where I'm headed. I'm looking forward to, I'm not going to give the excitement away. So we'll get to that slide. You'll be able to tell. It's got 4 wheels and a wheel, a steering wheel. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes here. So the compensation plan cannot be beat. I am continually impressed with how generous the company is with us who are sharing the product with our family and friends. The compensation plan. So let's talk about, instead of you inviting 2 people, let's just say you invited 3 people to the program, and they sign up, and you help those 3 people to enroll 3 people. So now there's 9 people, and you can see the monthly payout grows as your team grows. But if you look further down on this chart here, you are not expected to go find 60,000 people. It is expected that we're all going to work together to be sharing the product with our friends and family, and they enroll people, and we teach them, and they enroll people, and slowly your organization builds, and you can decide what you want to do in terms of what your goal is. And the Kevin Gansler just shared this with me, and I thought this is brilliant. Let's just say let's say your goal was $13,000 a month. Let's say you did 90% wrong, which I think we're all a little worried we might do something wrong, or, if you do 90% wrong, that means you got 10%. Now you have $1,300 a month in your pocket. That's pretty right. For me, I know $1,300 extra a month for me makes a difference. So we can set our sights wherever we want, and working with myself and other people, the person who invited you to the phone call today, we can help you meet your goals. And if you do things wrong, you're still going to win. So we just got to work together so that you're more, because I think we're all better than 90% wrong, right? I know I can do better than 90% wrong. I'm going to, so we're in this together is the point, and we all can still win, even if you don't make it 100% or do everything 100% right. You're still a winner. This is another program that we have for bonuses, and this one is really cool because this is based on your entire team, not just you. So if you're a team leader, you've enrolled 2 people, and each of those people enrolled 1 person, and you haven't done anything else in that month, you just earned $100. That's pretty incredible. So you can see some of these numbers over it with like national director, which is the level I'm at. if 25 IBOs are entered, I'm going to make $1,250, and I didn't have to enroll any of those. It could have been my entire team underneath me. So this is another testament to how generous AGS is with their compensation plan. This is the slide I was talking about. My dream car is a Tesla. I love Teslas. I've wanted one for a lot of years. I drove a Leaf for a while. I enjoyed it, but not like I'm going to love the Tesla. So I am looking forward to the Platinum program, where I have all expenses paid except for the electricity and taxes paid by AGS while I enjoy driving my dream car. So I'm super excited about that program that was introduced a couple months ago. And we all can be driving Teslas 250 miles from wherever we are and find those charging stations and be excited about having a luxury car for just doing our job. Pretty cool. So another really amazing thing that TruHemp AGS offers with the TruHemp product is the ability for us to actually gain customers through the As Seen on TV campaign. So our commercials are supposed to start at the end of the month. I'm very excited. And if you're on the map with regional director or hire to participate, that you have opportunity for these customers who are seeing the commercials, getting excited about our product and jumping in, landing in your organization. And all you need to do is take care of them as a customer. Well, how cool is that? And that is pretty much unheard of in this industry. And I'm just really excited to, I know I'm going to hit the ambassador level because this program makes it so it's going to be impossible not to. I'm really excited about it. So back to why we're all here. We're here because what we're passionate about is helping people improve the quality of their lives and helping them feel better. So this is a list, again, it's not exhaustive, of all the different types of things that we can be dealing with that pure spectrum, full spectrum CBD TruHemp can offer support for. This is why we're here, that we want to feel better, improve the quality of life, and heck, if we can make some money along the way, it's like a win-win-win for everybody. So it's very, very exciting. And I know personally, I am so fulfilled by watching my friends and family and other people that I've coached to use the product, to watch their lives improve has been just amazing. Talk about feeling like you're really doing something that makes a difference. I feel like I have made a difference for so many people, and that's exciting for me. So how would you like to feel better with dealing with whatever you're dealing with a more natural solution? And I ask you to think about your family, friends, your mom, dad, grandparents, sister, child, brother, sister, who are dealing with some stuff that maybe this could work. Maybe this could help them feel better. TruHemp can help. It's a full spectrum CBD product that has helped so many people. The As Seen on TV campaign wouldn't be here if we didn't have a track record of having a high quality product that's truly helping people. And I just want to remind you that the person that invited you to tonight's webinar, they're the person that can help you get started. They can give you the link so that you can sign up, whether or not you want to be a customer, if you want to make some money, have fun doing it, be able to really help other people, which is, like I said, incredibly rewarding to help other people. So if any of those things resonate with you, that you'd like to be a part of something bigger with a company that has a ton of integrity and a lot of generosity to those of us that are sharing the product, TruHemp is waiting for you, and all you need to do is chat with the person who invited you to the call. So with that, I don't have anything else to cover for tonight. I think at this point, Kevin, did you want to come chime in and share next steps? I don't know if Kevin's there. He might be on as a guest tonight, but I don't have anything else to share with you guys. Please reach out if you have any further questions. We have tons of Facebook groups that you can join. There's a few of us that are hosting Facebook groups. You can reach out to us to get access to those groups so that you can learn. And we're happy to help get any questions answered. I wanted to try and see if I can't get Kevin on the line. I'm new to webinars, so I apologize for this. See if I can unmute Kevin. I'm working on it, Kevin. Hold on one second. I think that's me because I'm logged in as you. I'm not sure I can unmute Kevin. I'm seeing only myself. So I just want to thank you guys for your time tonight so that you can get back to your family and remind everybody to reach out to the person who invited you to. Are you there, Kevin?
I sure am. Can you hear me?
Oh, very good. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure how to do that. So very good. You're here.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I'll tell you, a great job. And I know I'm getting texts from people. I think kind of Regis texted me and says very informative and just great job, Liz. All I can tell you.
Thank you.
For anybody who was on the tonight, I'll tell you this is that the information that's shared. Liz said everything that needed to be said. I don't need to say anything other than she did an incredible job. And if you're a guest on the line tonight, of course, just get back to the person as she alluded to. Get your questions answered. We got more questions. And, of course, I think this is very, very informed, very thorough. There's enough information here to make a good informed decision. I mean, again, the cost of entry is $59.95. With that, you get an $89 bottle shipped out to totally turnkey online business where you can actually start making money tonight and tomorrow, right, by just referring your link to your family and friends. When they buy products, providing your distributor, you're keeping the difference between wholesale and retail, and that gets paid out to you. As a matter of fact, this Friday is payday for everybody that's part of the AGS family. And again, Liz, all I can tell you is great job. And again, for the guests on the line, are you the number one, a number two, or number three? And number one says, are you kidding me? I'm on board. Number two, I got questions. Get your questions answered. Number three, hey, I'll at least try out the product. So go to your friend's website. Buy a product, right, and beta test it. And most of the people that have come on board in our opportunity were customers first, and they came on board. But again, this does conclude tonight's webinar. Job well done, Liz. And Liz, all you got to do is click the X in the upper right-hand corner, and it'll ask you the prompts to end it. Take care, everybody. God bless.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.